is it going? How is it going? Hey DK, what's up, Epic Gamer? Where you been at? How has it been? How is everybody? Oh, I know you real tired. 3 hours? Oh my goodness, girl, I got this heat on. My parents in here cold, I guess. My goodness. 3 hours? Hey, Bayan, hello. Thank you for my lightning bolt. Oh, you need a distraction? D-Town as well. You know Dallas is no different. We have so much traffic. That's why I don't like the city. That's why I don't like the city. Give me the country. It is. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing tonight? We're just gonna go over, hopefully Lex jump in here. She had a question about something. We're just gonna do some math things tonight. We're just gonna go over a few problems, you know, and then we're gonna jump up off of here. I'm gonna have to take off my jacket, my vest. If we had to solve for x, remember we want to eliminate the fractions. Girl, it's horrible. Okay. Hey D, what's up everybody? Red, green light. Hey Booski. I'm talking about some Booski. Bosky, is it Bosky? Hey Tia. Give me that green light. It's algebra, beginning algebra. This is the book that I'm using. This question is not in this book though. Yep, multiply everything by 15 because you're looking for a number that the denominators are divisible by, because that's why we're unable to divide the that's why we're not able to simplify the fractions away, is because this little piece here is because we don't have anything that the denominator is divisible by. So we're going to take this equation and we're going to multiply each side by 15, and we do that to also keep the equation balanced. Very good, everybody. So what you do to one side, you do to the other, okay? So we're going to multiply everything by 15. Now you have 15 times 1/3 x, okay, plus 15 times 4/5 is equal to 2/3. Oops, it's hard when I'm trying to write in 15 different colors. Times 15. Girl, where's the purple? 15 times 2/3 x. Just so you can see what I'm doing. Minus 15 times 8. Alright, and then all you would do from here is just simplify, okay? And then once you multiply, all the fractions are going to be eliminated. If I could do integrals for you, I definitely would. Hey, Loki. So now all I'm going to do is multiply and simplify and solve for x. That's simple. This will be 15 times 1/3. Remember, you can go ahead and do 15 over 3, which is 5x, plus this right here would be 12, because 15 times 4 is 60 divided by 5. It's going to give me 12. Is equal to 10x minus 15 times. Hey, Shay. I can do polynomials. Send me a question that you want me to do. I'm sorry, Trivia Night. You said this type of math scare you? Why? Oh, don't let it scare you. All right, so now we're going to have 120 And now we're just going to solve for x. Sorry. So from here, we want to get all our x's on one side and we want to get all of our numbers on the other side. Is your name? Yes, we are going to combine like terms. Absolutely correct. Yep. So we want to get x's over here. It don't matter where you want to put your x's. That's up to you. So you can decide to put your x's on the left or you can put your x's on the right. It's up to you. But my biggest thing is to know, make sure you know. So when you say grade level, it's literally from 7th up to college because we do this math for a long time. Subtract the 5. All right, so we're going to go ahead and subtract 5x from both sides. So that's going to leave me with 12 is equal to 5x minus 120. And I'm going to go ahead and erase what's at the bottom so we have some more room. What do we want to do now? All the same. 'Cause beauty is her name. Add the 120. Very good. Add the 120 to both sides. Now I'm going to have 132 is equal to 5x. And my last step is to... You are beautiful. Yes, hey Tanya or Tanya Flowers. Divide by 5. So now we have x is equal to 132 over 5. Wonderful. Yep. Oh, did you go ahead and simplify it? You said you don't like that. Why? Because I don't know what it is. We need to change it to a decimal. Yep, 26.4. Oh, you don't like the, okay. I got what you're saying. Amos, this is beginning algebra. Thank you, Rachel's Bakery. Okay, who wanted me to do polynomials? Good job, Lee. Look at you, girl. Look at you. I see you, Lee. I see you. Getting it down. This is her, and beauty is her name. You want to do the perfect squares? Yeah. Let's do completing the square again. Absolutely. You know what? I don't think we have. I think we went through all the problems in the book last night. Let me pull up. Some questions real quick. I think we went through all of those questions last night. All right, here we go. All right, ready? Hey. Oh, I know, because I was sure looking for you, Shaprisa. I was like, where did she go? Oh, trivia night. She said, oh, you don't remember the answer from yesterday? Zachary, you're going to have to send me an example. I could probably do the average rate of change. He factoring in 3rd grade? Oh, wow. Hey, Hugh. Yes. So whenever we do these, remember, we can only have 2 terms on this side. So we need to go ahead and move the 51 over here. So that'll give us x squared plus 14x is equal to 51. So Hugh, how would you recognize, hey CKJ, how would you recognize to always move that C term to the other side? What makes you recognize that? You're my baby. Hey Bryson. She teaches math. I know. I think I'm gonna rebrand and make it Sophia teaches math. CKJ, I can't. I mean, I don't do logs. If I did though, I definitely would for you. You didn't answer my question. All right. So when you complete the square, remember we're gonna take that b and divide it by 2. Then you're gonna square it. Okay. So I'm gonna take this. So I'm gonna take 14 and divide it by 2. That's gonna give me 7. Then I'm going to take the 7 and square it and give me 49. Okay? Now, what I do to one side, I do to the other. So 49 is going to be added to both sides. So now I have x squared plus 14x. Remember, plus 49 is equal to 51 plus 49. Okay? To my girl. Oh, Mason. I'm so glad that you are enjoying it. You're my baby. Girl, tell your son 3rd grade in factoring. Man. So now we have a perfect square on this side. We have a perfect square binomial. We have to determine what is my perfect square binomial over here. So we're going to factor this into 2. This is going to be equal to 100. What is this going to factor to? That's crazy. 3rd grade? If Serene is in here, she can help you, but I don't think she's in here yet. Because Serene does more of the higher level. Check out Mr. M. I think he does high school math too. Hey, Iron Monkey. Yes. So 7 times 7 is 49, and 7 plus 7 is 14. So now I'm going to have x plus 7 to the power of 2 is equal to 100. And what do we do here? Now we have that x plus 2 is raised to the power of 2 is equal to 100. Hey, Montavious Holder. You got to take the square root because we want to do the opposite of squaring a number. So we take the square root. Now we're going to have x plus 7 is equal to positive and negative 10. This is now where you're going to write your 2 separate equations so that you can find your roots. I'm going to erase this to give us some room at the bottom. You're going to write your 2 equations. I have x plus 7 is equal to negative 10. X plus 7 is equal to positive 10. Now I'm going to solve for x. I have 17 and 3, negative 17 and 3. Very good. All we're going to do is solve for x. Remember, anytime you have a variable in algebra, you want to solve for it. You want to isolate it and get it by yourself, no matter what. Okay? That starts my eyes. So I'm going to minus 7 from both sides. That's going to give me x is equal to negative 17. Then I'll minus 7 here. And then that's going to give me a positive 3. Okay? And that's where my answers come from. Such a beautiful lady. Lee, you doing okay? Somebody wanted to do completing a square. You can do the quadratic formula if you want to. Because that's what we're doing. We're learning completing a square. We're doing something different tonight. But you can definitely solve it so many different ways. You can solve it by graphing. You can solve it by the quadratic formula. All different things. You're welcome. But that's definitely an option. All right, let's do another one. Such a beautiful lady. So Lee, remember how that was kind of the ones that you were like, hey, how do you factor 8x squared plus 3x minus 3? X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. There you go. You know I got that on my page, right? Oh, good, Yates. Okay, you want me to factor what? Say it again. Hey, Mama S. 8x squared plus 3x. All right, somebody wants to know how to factor this. You the best. So if we can't use the quadratic formula, that's when we're going to factor, like this one right here. Or you could, I think you can always use the quadratic formula though. You can factor, you can graph it, you can complete the square. Okay. All right, how do we factor this? Anybody know? I know. Let's see, is it factorable? We have to determine if it's factorable. So if I do 8 times -3, that's going to give me a -24. And I got to look at the factors to see if they give me a +3. So that's a quick way to do it. You're going to multiply your 8 times your -3. That's going to give you a -24. Now you need to find 2 factors that are going to create a +3. 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Actually, you can't. You're going to have to use the quadratic formula. Yep. Because there's nothing that I can create a +3. So we're going to have to do the quadratic formula. So 8 and 3 don't give me a +3 though. Remember, we got to, whatever the 2 factors that multiply together, they have to equal a -24, but they have to add together to give me a +3. Oh, it's supposed to be 2x? Oh, okay. Now we can, well, we can do that. Now we can do that. Okay, Lee, what did you say? You wanted me to repeat what? Queen, I can do an example with the quadratic formula, yes. Okay, you had a 2x. Okay. Now we can do that, yeah. Okay, so now, what's your name that I'm doing this for? Cavell? Remember, we want it to be positive. Yep. So we're going to do a -6, excuse me, a -4 and a +6. What I'm going to do is rewrite this as a 4-term polynomial. This is because I'm factoring by grouping. And I can, yeah, Queen, I will. I'll do it with a quad. I'll do the same one if I can. Now, what I'm going to do is just rewrite this middle term as a -4x. And a +6x, okay, -3, and then 8x squared, and it's called factor by grouping, where you're going to group your first 2 terms together and your last 2 terms together, and you're going to factor out the GCF. Does that make sense? Your purpose, anytime you're factoring, you're always pulling out the GCF. You're always taking out the greatest common factor, okay? So what I did is just create a 4-term polynomial so I can factor by grouping. I'm going to look at what these two have in common. What's the GCF of 8x squared and 4x? What do they both have in common? Hey y'all, welcome to Math Club, everybody. Welcome in. They both have a 4 in common, but they also share a variable, which is what? Yes, very good. Yep, so you're going to take out that 4x. It's going to leave you with 2x minus 1. So what about from here, Kaval? Hi, y'all. Hey, y'all. Yep, you got it. Yep. So I'm going to take out that +3. That's going to leave me with 2x again minus 1. Now what do we have to do, Kaval? Or Cavell? I'm not sure how to say your name. I'm so apologetic. Hey, C. You're not dumb. Hey, Gabriella. So now we're going to look at the common binomial. We're going the opposite way. Lee, go the other way. We factoring. So remember, now we're looking at the common binomial term. Instead of us multiplying, we factoring. Cavell, what did you say? Let me go back up and see. So now we're going to pull out that common binomial term and write what's remaining. Yes, yep. So now I got 4x plus 3 And then 2x minus 1. Perfect. You did great. See? You did great. Good job. You know how to do this. Hey, Tone Tone. We did it before. Look at you. Very good. And your answers here will be -3/4 and +1/2. Thank you, Queen K. Queen K, I have not seen you in a minute. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Cavell, I'm going to let you check it. All that substituting them answers back in there. I'm going to let you do that. It's been a long time. How have you been? Okay, Queen, I'm going to solve this using the quadratic formula now. Check it and let me know. I hate checking these things. You on your finals? Congratulations. We just factored a polynomial right now, Kyle. We did the AC method. You can use the diamond method. Yep, the 3 is right here. The 3 is right here. We took the 3 from here and the 4x from here, and we wrote it as our remaining factors. A quadratic or a constant question? What's that mean, Queen? I was about to solve this using the quadratic formula for you. I actually have a video I just posted last night using the quadratic formula. I did 2 problems using the quadratic formula last night. You didn't like it, Queen K? I know, factoring is a lot. Queen, what did you say? Oh, I got 2 queens. I got Queen K and then I got Queen, capital Queen. But I'll solve this using a quadratic formula. Y'all, the quadratic formula is real chill. 8x squared plus 2x minus 3. It's real chill. Like, you just got to be real careful with your numbers. That's all. Like, that's super easy. I am. Okay, so all you're going to do is x is equal to -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And you're just gonna insert all your information into the equation. So this is a, this is b, this is c, right? So you got x is equal to -2. X is equal to -2 plus or minus the square root of 8. I keep wanting to put 8. 2 squared minus 4 times 8 times 3 divided by 2 over 8. You said, can we do one with fractions? What's one do you want to do with, where do you get, with Carson, what numbers? A cube polynomial, it just depends. Give me an example of what you want with fractions. Alright, so what are we doing from here, y'all? Help me out. What do we need to do now? What do we need to do now, Queen? This, I haven't heard this song. Ah, thank you, Lee. You're not loving me. Inside the square root, yep. I forgot how to divide for the decimal. Top in, bottom out. You put the 4 inside the house and take the 9 on the outside. So we're going to do it. We're going to solve it both negative and positive at the very end when we don't have a lot left, okay? Let's go ahead and do what's under the radican here. We want to go ahead and solve that, what's on the inside. So let's go ahead and simplify that. This is when you follow your steps of PEMDAS. This is actually a grouping symbol, so you want to do that first, okay? So your PEMDAS comes into play here. Your order of operations, okay? So x is equal to -2 plus or minus the square root of 2 squared, which is 4, minus 4 times, you can do 4 times 3, which is 12, and then 12 times 8, or 4 times 8 is 32. However you want to do it. The info in the dividend, right, okay? So where do I go from here? I got 4 times 3. I would have did 4 times 3 is 12. 96. I got 96 and 92. Which one? All right, I got 4 times 8 is 32. Then I got 32, 32, 32, 246, 369, so 96. There we go. This was supposed to be, was this supposed to be a negative? Because this is going to give me a negative number. One of these should be a negative. Y'all over here fighting about 96 and 9. Oh my bad. All divided by 16. Yes. Then we have x is equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 96. Oh, you talk about negative 92 over 16. Yeah, it'll be an imaginary number. Ew. Hey, Nefertiti. Was it negative 3, Dre? Thank you. I'm like, something is off. Thank you. If I lose you. Okay, that's going to make a difference. I'm like, it should be a positive, so that's going to be positive 96. I'm like, something not right. There we go. Thank you, Dre. Thank you, Dre. Because I'm like, something ain't right. I couldn't remember what that was, if it was negative 2 or negative 3. Thank you. Now we good. Because I'm like, it shouldn't be an imaginary number. From here, this is where you're going to solve it with a positive and a negative, queen. Okay? Hey, Dre, welcome back. I'm glad you came back to see me. So now I'm going to have, what's the square root of 100? Yeah. We shouldn't have no imaginary numbers because we didn't have it on the last one. That's why I was like, I know I wrote that wrong. 10. There you go. So now we're going to have the square root of 10. So I now have x is equal to negative 2 plus 10 divided by 16. X is equal to negative 2 minus 10 divided by 16. Now you solve it. Really? You want to multiply by the 4. You do it all. Star, so you do 4, 8, and 3. This multiplication, so it don't matter what order you do it in. And then you're just going to go ahead and simplify. You got negative 2 over 10 is going to give you 8 over 16. And what does that simplify down to? That's the book that I use. Very good. So this was 8 over 16, which ended up being dividing everything by 4. Oh, 8, excuse me, which is 1/2. And then this one down here is negative 12 over 16. You are so welcome. And that's going to give you a negative 3 over 4. And that's it. Woo woo. We completed the square the first. I think that's what we did the first time, didn't we? So Carson there, you are so welcome, Queen. There's 2 answers because when you have a square root, it's a positive and a negative answer. Because think about it. If I have 4 squared, that's 16, but negative 4 squared is also 16. So you have to take into account when you take the square root of a number, it can be that positive number or that negative number. This book, I think this is great. Now, imaginary numbers, Bree, is not my, the equation is factorable. Yes. The equation is factorable. We did it using the AC method. Oh my goodness, my parents. This is so hot in here. Hey, Matthew. Somebody wants to complete the square. That seems like that may take a little. But I'm going to let you. Hey, Crystal. Condensed logarithms. Ooh, How did I get negative 2 in the second step? Because this right here, this is the formula. It's supposed to be a negative b. So that means any number you put right here, you have to make sure that you put the negative in front of it. Even if it's a negative 2, it would be negative 2. Oh, you did? Mama Tyra, I hope it helps. There goes Serene. Okay, y'all, Serene is here. If y'all had something about logarithms, she is, that's the one for you right there. She got your back. Any more questions about this one? Did y'all want to complete the square and solve it as well? Okay, you want to do completing the square. Not with this one. Y'all want to do it with this one? Let's do another one with completing the square, because I haven't did complete the square with this one yet. Negative, negative, yeah, depends. Negative, negative does become a positive. Oh, the biology books too? Right. Okay, we're going to do another problem with completing the square, because I'm like, this just seems radical to complete the square with this. It's a big number. You and I. Because you're going to have fractions. Well, no. 8 squared plus 2x minus 3. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna let y'all who wanna talk? Y'all better request to join the live. Whoever wanted to do this with How much I love you. You can factor it. We factored it. What else? We did the quadratic formula. Now somebody said they want to complete the square with this problem. Who wants to complete the square? Your turn. Here go the marker. Who's up? Ashley says she wants to find the Go ahead, engine woman. All right, I'm about to have you join the live. You ready? Where you at? Where you go? Where is engine woman at? I'm about to request you to join. Come on. Get on here. You want to complete the square? Let's go. Math context. Oh, good. Please let me know if you pass. Thank you. How much I love. Where did engine woman go? Now they requested her to join, and she didn't dip. Okay, who else want to complete the square? Anybody? We already did. We just did the contract. She talking about she's. We just did it. Okay, so you gonna type it? Next. Oh, math context. I don't know that one. Negative b, negative b. So we're gonna do b divided by 2. Serene, you about to be up. Let's see. We gotta move the 3 over here. So now we have 8x squared plus 2x is equal to negative 3. All right, what's next? Are we going to divide by 2? What are we going to do? B divided by 2 squared? Hey, Lee. Oh, there she go. Hey, girl. Hold on. What's up, lady?
Okay, I have a question. So why do we start off with adding the 3 first on this one?
Okay, because it has to only be those 2 terms. Because you can't complete the square with that number over there. So it has to be only 2
Oh,
terms.
okay. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
when we go to do the
Thank
square
you.
root of 2, someone said that we would just leave it as 2 because we can't square root that.
So we're gonna do that's why I'm asking. Engine woman's supposed to be on here. She wanted to this her problem.
Oh, well, let me leave your problem to you
No,
then.
you good. Engine woman said she's shadow, so we all gonna work on it together. We supposed to be working
Okay.
on this together, so I'm waiting for everybody to chime in. We
Okay.
supposed to this is a community, this is a math club problem. This is a community problem. Come on, math club.
Y'all don't have me up here looking crazy by myself. Come on.
Come on, math club, where y'all at? Factor out the 8 to complete the square. Okay, how does that go? I'm finna add you on too. Come on, T. T said factor out the 8 to complete the square. What we need to do? It is. That's what I said, Serene. It's gonna be too many fractions. I wouldn't do completing the square on this. That's why I was like, let's do another problem.
So what would be our options with this one? Because remember you said we could
Factor it.
graph it
To
and
factor it.
oh, that's it. That's all.
I would
Lord
factor.
help
Somebody
us.
saying talk about factor out the 2x, complete the square, factor out the 2x, then complete the square. Oh, okay. We got somebody saying factor out the 2x. So we're going to factor out the 2x, and that's going to leave us with 4x plus 1. That's what y'all want to do? All right, what's next? Come on, Math Club. I'm rocking with y'all tonight. The quadratic formula always work. Sure do. All right, what's next? Now what we got to do? Don't let him. Come on, Rachel's Bakery. Don't do the quadratic formula. You said minus the 1. Divide by 2x. I don't know, because I don't do completing the square a lot. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. But can you can't take that out of the, but you can't take that out of the, that's inside the parentheses. You can't take that out. Divide both sides by 2x. Y'all doing a lot. Hey, look. We can't minus the 1 because it's inside of the parentheses. You would have to either divide by 2x. Yeah, you can't do that. You can do it, but I don't do these. I've never. You said completing the square makes it a lot harder because you kind of. Serene, you want to talk? This my girl. Come on, Serene. I know you don't like talking to a lot of people here tonight. Come on. We just took the 2x out of the parentheses.
Hi. This one's gonna be hard because you have to divide all the terms by 8 to get the x squared by itself.
That's what I thought. And then you're gonna have a. Then you're
And
gonna
then you have to divide that 8 again by 2 and square that.
You're gonna have to do everything like this, huh?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have x squared plus 1/4 x is equal to 3/8.
And then you have to and then you have to square the 1/4.
Then I gotta take 1/4 and divide that by 2, right?
Yeah, and then square
And that's
that.
gonna give me, what is that, 1/8? What is that? Keep, change, flip. What's that? 1/8, right? Or is it 1/16? I know this is a lot. Gosh. This is what y'all wanted though. This is what you wanted. You asked for it. Hold on. Somebody else wanna come in. This is what you asked me for. You asked for this. Oh, somebody went away. All right, 1/4, 1/8. Now I gotta square that.
Yeah. So
It's
it's
gonna be
1/64.
1/64. This is what y'all want. So now we got x squared plus 1/4 x plus 1/64 is equal to 3/8 plus 1 over. This is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all asked for. Now we have to do a perfect square binomial, right? So I got x. This is gonna be plus, what is that? 1/8.
And then it equals this stuff on the other side.
It's just a lot of fractions. Is equal to that.
That
Now I'm
number.
gonna find a common denominator. So this is gonna be times 8 times 8, 24/64. So that's 20. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. 25/64. Okay, it's okay.
And then subtract the 25 from.
We gotta take the square root first, right?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna rewrite it in standard.
Oh.
Rewrite it in vertex form. That's what I'm used to doing.
So x plus 1/8 is equal to, what is that? 5/8. Okay. Oh wait, plus or minus. We look at us. Look at us doing this. We doing it good. Now what? Now we gotta. We doing okay. We doing okay. So now it's x is equal to, wait, plus 1/8 is equal to negative 5/8 And then x plus 1 over 8 is equal to positive 5 over 8. Boom, there y'all go. Look at us, Scoop, Scoop. Queen, are you happy? Capital Queen, you good now? Hey, Steve. Do you want to say something, Steve? Oh, yes, definitely an easy way. Thank you, and sign 22929. Goodness. So now we're gonna minus 1/8. So now I need some more space, y'all. So now it's minus 1/8 on both sides. So then that's gonna be x is equal to 4/8, which is 1/2. Then we're gonna minus 1/8 over here. That's gonna be negative 6 over 8, which is negative 3 over 4. Same answer. We done this 3 different ways. 3 different ways. Lee, we made it. Good job, Serene. Good job, right? Good job, everybody. See, fractions aren't bad. I was over here tripping. I actually don't mind fraction. Engine woman, but we got it solved. It's just a lot more. Like, I personally would have just factored it. Hey, sunny days. You'll probably have to do it if you go into algebra. They'll make you come. It's not bad though, y'all. That was actually not bad at all. It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I actually kind of enjoyed it. You know, I'm a math teacher. You know, I kind of enjoyed it a little bit. Why did you add? Okay, so that's how you complete the square, Micah. One of the steps to completing the square. Let's say you had x squared plus 8x is equal to 0. What you're going to do to complete the square is you're going to divide the b by 2, okay? And whatever answer you get for that, so to be 8 divided by 2, which is 4, you take your 4 and you square it, which is going to give you 16. Now you're going to do, you add 16 to one side, you have to add it to the other side to keep your equation balanced, okay? You always have to add to one side what you add to the other side, okay? I know, Scoop. Right, I did too. Does that make sense? Oh, Stevie, I asked you, did you have a question? Or you want to talk to us about something? Sometimes people be on here tripping, so I needed you to say, yes, I got something to tell you. Because I don't trust people. I don't trust people. What's that?
Can you hear me?
I can. What's going
Hi.
on?
Hi guys. I don't know if you tried this method for that last problem, but I think I remember learning something from when I was in high school that might be easier for that 8x squared plus 2x minus 3. Did you show them the method where you multiply that 8 times negative 3? You taught
Yes,
them
and
that
then
one?
you got the negative 24.
Yes. Yeah, that was a good one. That one
Yep.
I still remember.
Really? Yeah, that's the first way I think we did it. We did it the first way by doing the factoring. That was so much easier. It was a lot easier. It was.
I love it. Awesome. Just wanted to say that.
All right. Thanks, Stevie.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi, Sheeta. How are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to see how did you get 16?
Oh, okay. So we're completing. It's called completing the square. And so I did the middle term, B term. We always divide that by 2. And then whatever answer you get from that, you're going to square it. And that's where I got the 16.
Oh, is it a factorization or what?
So what we're going to do, we are going to factor it to make a perfect square binomial so that we can factor both sides and solve for the roots.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. So this is going to factor down into x plus 4 times x plus 4.
And sorry, I have a question. The one you did,
Go
the
ahead.
previous one
Go
that you
ahead.
did, the one you just finished now,
Yes.
that you divide both sides by 8x.
Yes.
I thought we are going to divide it by 2. But are you going to fraction it? Is it meant to be fraction or what? The one you just did before this.
And we had to divide it by 8.
Okay, that you divided everything by 8 and you canceled it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that
So yes,
one
we
equation
were.
or factorization?
Go ahead.
Is it a factorization method or what?
It's called completing the square.
Completing the square, okay.
Yeah, so the purpose of us dividing everything by 8 was to get that leading coefficient down to a 1, and then we're going to complete the square. So it's the same method as this, except for that 8 was in the front, and we didn't want it in the front, so we went ahead and divided everything by 8, and then we were able to complete the square so that we can factor into this perfect square binomial.
Oh, binomial, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, we're trying to get to this point right here where we can take the square root of both sides, and then we're able to solve for x. So that was the
I
purpose of
just
it.
joined today, I just find it
Okay.
interesting, so I just said, let me see what's going on. Today's my
Oh, well,
first
thank you for popping in.
problem.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Shaprisa, you said fill the square. What did you say? You said fill the square? Oh, yeah, I get it. I know. I'm so bad. Me and this masters is just like, oh my goodness. Like, okay, we got somebody else wants to say something. Yes, welcome to Math Club. How are you doing tonight? Hi, Heidi.
Hey, I was chiming in on that last question, but then I dropped out of the live. The question about where you had it, like the full equation equals 0, and I put in the chat. I have an easier way of doing it. Y'all were doing some crazy stuff, but I was telling people the Kumon way to get to 2x minus 1 times 4x plus 3 for that last question. But I guess I kind of was a little bit late since you switched over to this one.
Oh, okay. And I saw you write I've never heard of the coupon method, but I thought I saw something typed like that in there. But yeah, I've never heard of that method before.
Yeah, with the Kumon method, you look at, so there was an 8 in the front. So you go, what two numbers make 8? And I wrote 2 and 4. And then you look at the number all the way to the end, the number that's just a plain number on its own. You go, what number makes that number? And then you can cross multiply. It sounds weird, but like when you draw it out, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so then bring the 3 over. So it's 8x squared plus 2x plus 3 equals 0.
Oh,
And then you,
actually, I lied. Hold on. I flipped them around. It was supposed to be a +3, so it should be a -3. Go ahead.
yeah, and then draw a giant X.
Oh, the diamond. Okay, I know what you're talking. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, so then you ask yourself, what two numbers multiplied make 8? And then you write a 2 on the top left. You see how the X has like 4 points? Yeah, a 2 there. And then what times 2 is 8? 4. So then right below that 2 at the bottom left, you draw a 4. And then on the other side, you go, what numbers multiplied make 3? Just 1 and 3. So 1 on the top right and 3 at the top bottom. And then we cross multiply. 2 times 3 is 6. And we're actually going to have to make the 1 negative because -1 times 3 is -3. So now we have 2 times 3 is 6. 4 times -1 is -4. So 6
Right.
minus 4 is 2.
Mm.
So because 6 minus 4 is 2, now we know we have this right. Because 2 times 4 is 8. -1 times 3 is -3. 6 minus 4 is 2. So our answer is right there. 2x minus 1 in parentheses multiplied by 4x plus 3 equals 0. So now it's like really simple to solve for x.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when you get the hang of it, you can start like doing these in your head. So now we have 2x minus 1 is 0. So that's a really simple equation.
Yeah, so now we know that's going to be 1/2.
Yeah, and then 4x plus 3 is 0. We know that's -3/4.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
So
you just
we
mess
do like the
around with the
diamond
numbers.
method like this, but because I was wondering, like, okay, so how will you know to put the 2 here and the 4 here, but I guess you would have to play around with it
Yeah,
and
you have
take
to play around, but if you think about it, what other numbers do you have? 2, 4,
right.
1, and 8. And then for 3, you just have 1 and 3. So you don't really have options to mess around with. So then
Right.
you can get it easy.
Okay. Huh. Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Add it to the repertoire. Cool. Okay. See, we learning something new. Look, come on, math club. Look at us learning something new tonight. The QMON method.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, y'all have to post it on the live so they'll know. Your voice is gonna be all over the internet now. Thank you. Can you multiply 8 negative 3? Yes, we did that one as well, where you do the 8 times the 3 and you get negative 24. That's the first method that we did. Scoop said, look at us factoring. I know, right? Factoring all many different types of ways. Look at us. I love it. That's so cool. I like that method. Because Mr. M has a method too that he does kind of similar almost to that, where he kind of plays around with the numbers. But like I said, there's so many. Because for some people, that's a really good method. Lee, you talk about that's the last problem for the night, you're right. A method for us to be able to see it like that in a different way. So I honestly really do. I like that. Thank you so much. Do I know? And 2, we did that already. That's the first thing. You missed it. Did you see us do factor by grouping? We just did it with that problem. You missed it. Maybe we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to pick up tomorrow because we've been going strong tonight. I know y'all tired. Y'all not tired? I'm tired. Gotta go cook dinner, y'all. How do you find the vertex? Hey, Shan, how do you find the vertex of a parabola? I'm going to write the equation for you. Whoop! X is equal to negative b over 2a, I think. Yep. So that's going to be your x. And then the other one is to find your y. You just substitute that in. So it's going to be, oh my goodness, I forgot how to write it. Is it f of x? F of negative b over 2a. Yeah. I actually have a question about finding the vertex on my page. If you DM me, I'll send it to you. If you DM me, I'll send it to you, Shan. I'm sorry. Did somebody else request to join and I ignored them? I do apologize. I'm so sorry. If I missed you, my bad. You're welcome. Hey, Serene. Did y'all have a good time in math club tonight? Yes, the kid mom, it is. So many different ways. I'm studying for the TSI. Do you have any recommend on what to focus on? Yes. So Jess, go look at my YouTube. I have some stuff on there. And then make sure you go to the TSI, the Acuplacer.org website, and look at their practice exam and study that. I know that what we just did right here with factoring, a lot of students got factoring on their test. So you really need to be able to know how to factor and how to multiply polynomials. That's important. Exponents, I believe, was on there as well. Okay. Oh, Lee, did you like that? Look, Heidi, you got everybody excited. So Nefertiti said that's fire. Everybody likes that method. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to cut that, try to cut it up and post it for y'all. I'll try to go find that clip for y'all. Hey Queen K, I'm glad you had fun. Thank you for sharing the live. Y'all are so welcome. Thank y'all for coming to kick it with me tonight. You finna go to bed? Okay, let me know. Yeah, Queen K. Always, come through anytime. Lee, did you schedule the hezzy? Oh, y'all in here talking now. The TSI test is a test we take in Texas so that we can place you either in college level math or in developmental math. So in Texas, it's like the Acuplacer. It's another version. It's not that if you take the SAT and you get a certain score on it, you don't have to take it. But if you've been out of school for a certain amount of years, then they make you take this placement test to see where you're going to be put in for college math. Thank you, Scoop. Have a good night, too. Hey, Walter, then rolled through here. What's up? Thank y'all. Yes, you've been out of school 14 years. You'll be all right. Study. Take your time. Don't try to cram in. You said we rolled tonight. Don't think that you can try to get everything like in your brain. And it's okay if you have to do, the developmental math class. It's cool. Like, don't trip about it because you really want to make sure that you understand what you need to understand. Because as you advance in your math, I don't know what you're going to school for, but you want to make sure you got it solid, you know? Oh, you from Massachusetts? You from Massachusetts? Massachusetts, Serene? Massachusetts? I didn't know that. Oh my goodness. Head, where you, is it Heidi? What is your name? Nursing? Oh yeah, then I will go ahead and take, if you need developmental math,